Hi, welcome to the AWG Online Shopping Best Practices video. My name is Jimmy Sevcik, and I am a digital marketing specialist for our marketing team. Today we'll be focusing on best practices for launching an online grocery shopping program, but first I'll give you a quick update on the trends we're seeing. You've all heard the news about Amazon purchasing Whole Foods and Walmart's expanding their online shopping capabilities, so consumers have more opportunities to order their groceries online. As an independent retailer, you have the advantage of being the local company who gets to know its customers and can gain their trust easier than somebody like Walmart or Amazon. As I'm sure you've heard, millennials are leading this charge, but the oldest members of Gen Z are entering college and they're even more used to this technology than millennials are. So online shopping industry is only expected to grow even more. Consumers are increasingly open to shopping for their groceries online, especially center store items. Retailers are seeing online shopping basket sizes average over $100, with individual customers using the service about every other week. Some retailers are noticing their shoppers still come into the store once in between their online shops to pick up additional fresh produce and meat. They're also seeing shoppers coming into the store to get hot deli items when they pick up their online orders. With online shopping, you'll have the opportunity to capture larger basket sizes, attract new customers while keeping existing customers who were considering leaving your store to shop somewhere else. So the time to capitalize on this growing opportunity is now. If you're interested in learning more or seeing a demo from one of our partner providers, please give me a call or shoot me an email and we'll get a call set up for you. So when you do want to take a look at the different providers we are partnered with, some things you'll want to consider. Do you need or want a new website? Some providers build an entirely new website for you with an online storefront built in. Other providers build only a storefront that links from your existing website. Then there are the third-party providers like Instacart, where their brand name is the main attraction, and your customers have the option to use the service with other retailers. So you could, your store will be an option, but then so will CVS and Costco. Another thing to consider is should online prices be higher than they are in store? Some providers want to cover their costs by raising the product prices as much as 10%. It should be a business decision, but remember that the savvy shopper may take notice. Other shoppers are okay paying a premium for the convenience of shopping online with curbside pickup. If you partner with a co-branded partner, be sure you have access to customer data like email addresses so you can market your store to them and not just the provider's services. And of course, each provider has their own price point with unique capabilities. You'll have to determine which one best fits your needs, but our team is glad to help you walk through that process. So, getting started, you've selected a provider and you're ready to get going. The first thing you'll think of internally is staffing. A good strategy for launching online shopping is to use existing staff. Pick at least 2 responsible employees who could be store directors in the future. Personal shoppers are the most important aspect of an online grocery program. Their ability to correctly pull orders, be friendly, and build relationships with customers make them critical brand ambassadors. They'll need to know how to pick the freshest produce, and additionally, you also want a store manager to champion and focus on quality control and customer education, and that person would also help find ways to improve efficiencies. Staging area. You can use existing cooler and freezer space as you get started, and as the program grows, you may want to purchase additional coolers or freezers to place in the staging area near the pickup location. If you're ready to purchase coolers and freezers for an expanded staging area, our providers can make some recommendations based on what they've seen work the best. Scan guns are another item. Most providers have a free picker app for a tablet or cell phone. Many pickers prefer to use their own cell phone, but you can provide a mobile device for them to use as well. Each provider also has a recommended scan gun that integrates with their system. Bins and carts. Delivery bins can help separate multiple picks in a single trip through the store for additional efficiency and organization, as well as insulated bags. If you do decide to deliver, insulated bags can help keep frozen items cold. With both of those items, the providers also have some preferred products that they find work the best. When you sign on with an online shopping provider, they're first going to need data files so they can set up your online storefront. You can work with your point of sale provider as well as your AWG IT rep to get everything you need to send to your provider and keep things moving along. If you use First Data for credit card processing, you'll need to sign up for a new online account with them as soon as possible. These two items are usually the things that hold up getting your online storefront launched, so it's very critical to get the ball moving on those as fast as possible. Another thing you'll need to consider as you get started is what hours of operation you want for online shopping. The best approach is to limit pickup times so you can launch without major staffing changes. Noon and 5 p.m. are extremely popular, so you can consider having 1 or 2 pickup slots available at noon, 1, 3, and 5. You can set up rules that will allow your picker time to prepare an order. For an example, a noon order must be placed by 10 a.m. on the same day. As the shopper gets better at picking, you can begin to add slots and then expand to morning pickup hours as the demand builds. Weekends can be very popular. Each market is different, so you can grow into 7 days a week as it fits. So we'll take a look at a timeline. Once you sign an agreement with the provider, we'll have a kickoff meeting that first week. We'll discuss scheduling going forward, website design if it's necessary, and data specifications, which is very critical. We'll also ask for you to provide some store information, address, phone number. If you have an idea of when you want your pickup times to be, that's a good time to tell the provider that so they can get started setting everything up. The next week, we'll identify how to provide product data, pricing, loyalty, digital coupons, and circular ad information. And it's also a good time to set up your online payment accounts with First Data or Stripe, whoever that may be. So then for the next couple of weeks, the providers will be working with your POS system to obtain all the data you need. We'll start to integrate your email platform if needed. And we'll also begin to design in-store marketing signage. You'll want that a couple weeks before you end up launching. So once we get the data flowing from your point of sale system into your online shopping provider, the provider will begin working with you to make sure all products are in the correct departments of the online store and that images match up, descriptions match up. Depending on how the data transfer goes, you'll hopefully be able to start testing about a month and a half after the kickoff call. Many times issues pop up with that data, and this will push your launch date a few weeks, maybe even a few months. Around this time, you should also have your in-store marketing signage ordered for print, and you can start thinking about digital marketing efforts like email, social media, and online targeted advertising. Once you've tested the system thoroughly, you can start offering the service to friends and family. This will give your pickers time to learn the system and gain confidence in how it'll all work. After a week or two of successful friends and family usage, you'll be ready to launch publicly. Marketing the program is very critical in getting people to start using the service. Adequately marketing is key to driving order volume. This not only includes advertising your service has launched, but also ongoing marketing activities to increase basket size for existing customers and attracting new customers as well. One of the important keys of increasing customer engagement with your online store is changing their current habits when it comes to shopping for groceries. Studies have suggested that it takes customers at least 3 orders placed online to change their current shopping habits. So, with that in mind, you might want to consider offering free pickup for the first 3 online shopping purchases, and then after that, they'll like the service so much that they'll be willing to pay around a $5 pickup fee. Your store's marketing should be a constant reminder to customers that they can save time by shopping online for their groceries and encourage first time and repeat use of the service. Different tactics you can do this, I mentioned on the last slide. Email, it's a good way to reach people who already want to hear from you. They're already shopping at your store. Social media, pay to promote Facebook posts beyond your usual fan base. So that way, you're reaching people who may not shop at your store, but they're definitely interested in the online shopping service. In-store signage is another obvious way to reach out to people who are already shopping your store. Online targeted advertising, like the paid Facebook posts, is a great way to reach people in your area that may not be shopping at your store. Obviously, your weekly ad, it's good to put some notice in there so people will see it. There's a couple other options, streaming music services like Pandora, Spotify, so people are already on their computers or their phones. That's where they're going to shop online, obviously. And then there's the traditional modes of advertising: radio, print, TV, direct mail pieces. One other thing to consider if you just want click and collect with curbside pickup, or if you want to offer delivery. One thing to keep in mind, once delivery is launched, most of your customers are going to opt for that service, even if it is more expensive. They're thinking, okay, I'm already paying $5 to pick it up. I might as well just pay another $5 to have them bring it to my house. So some things to consider if you do want to do delivery, if you would staff that internally, or if you'd use a third party such as Instacart or Shipt. You'll have to think about vehicles if you want to do it internally. With that comes insurance. Another thing to consider with delivery is food safety. If you're delivering 5 orders in the middle of summer and that last order is sitting in a hot car, there may be some issues, and we're really thinking that eventually there's going to be a lawsuit coming up with a food safety issue when it comes to groceries online. We haven't seen that yet, so we don't know what kind of regulations we may see in the future, but something to consider. A couple of frequently asked questions we get. The first one, what's the cost? We'll have to have a little discovery call, kind of see what you need. But generally, you're going to see a monthly store fee, which can range anywhere from $99 to up to $550. You'll get that every month. And then a one-time setup fee per store, which is around $5,000, depending on the provider and the store needs. Depending on the provider, you may also get some other fees: website integration, development fees. A few of them require transaction fees, payment processing fees, pickup fees, and weekly ad processing fees. Just a couple of things to consider. How long does it take to get started? It definitely varies by the work involved and your point of sale provider, and who controls your data, but plan for at least 2 months. A lot of the times it'll take longer than that. How do I know when an order has been placed? Stores can receive email or text alerts, as well as view your order queue in the store. Should I offer pickup or delivery? We've kind of touched on that a little bit. We advise starting the service with limited pickup windows and later evaluating if delivery is right for your market. When can customers pick up their groceries? You set the window of pickup time. As we mentioned earlier, we recommend at least a 2 to 4 hour lead time, and you can kind of grow into that as your service expands. Is EBT accepted online? Currently, no providers can accept EBT online payments. That is a pilot program with the government. that is in development, but currently nobody can offer that service. What some stores are doing is if the customer does have EBT, they'll have them when they come in to, or when they pull up to pick up the order, they just have to come into the store and pay with their EBT card there. What if I'm out of stock of an item? Customers can choose to allow substitutions on their order. Their first total is estimated until the order is picked in the store and the card is charged the actual amount. So they'll be able to tell you, yes, I want an item of lesser value or more value. They can be very specific with their substitutions. How are variable weight items handled? Retailers can choose to sell items by the pound or by number of units. Customers are shown an estimated price online determined by the average weight, and then once the item is weighed in the store, the final price is entered into the system. That wraps it up for us today. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, shoot me an email. There's my contact information. If you'd like to meet with any of our providers, we can definitely get that set up. We can walk you through the process beforehand, see which one might work best for you. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.